Well, in 1994 they gave us Dookie, in 2004 they gave us American Idiot, in 2014 they gave us Demolicious. Wait, what the hell is that? And now, year of our Lord and Savior 2024, Green Day has bestowed upon us their brand new album, Saviors. The follow-up to their groundbreaking hit, Father of All Motherfucker. Oh my god. Yeah, this album has been a long time coming for Green Day fans. For those that don't know, Green Day's last album release was in 2020, and it was less than 30 minutes long. It had some pretty god-awful album art, and the best part about it is that the music was the worst that it has ever been. All joking aside, even though I kinda liked Father of All, it is easily their weakest album in their entire discography. So if we ignore the Father of All album, Green Day's last true release was nearly 8 years ago with Revolution Radio, which is actually a pretty great album with very few missteps, if any. And after years of news, teasers, social media posts, live performances, and singles, we are finally here to the release day of Saviors, January 19th. Now I'm pumped as hell because I've been a Green Day fan since like 2018, meaning that the only album I've listened to upon release day from them is Father of All, and you know what, let's just stop talking about that album. At the end of the day, the point that I'm trying to get across is that there's a shit ton of hype around this album, and what I've listened to so far, I've listened to 3 out of the 4 singles, American Dream is Killing Me, Look Ma, No Brains, and Dilemma. Now, I'll share my thoughts on these songs whenever we get to them in the album, but like I said, today is release day. I'm up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm honestly so excited that I can't wait anymore, so let's hop into the album reaction. Alright, so the first track up is The American Dream is Killing Me, the lead single off the album that released back in October, November, I think. And I actually really like this song. It's the same type of anthem-style rocker that American Idiot is. And although Green Day has a lot of boo American politics songs, I mean, this one is a welcome addition in my opinion. So let's go ahead and hop into Saviors with the opening track, The American Dream is Killing Me. I mean, already that opening guitar riff sounds amazing, and then leading right into the chorus. So, since this song released already like a while ago, this was the first single. I'm not going to have a whole lot to say, but I really dig it. I dig the sound of it. I will say it's similar to the song American Idiot in a couple of ways. Really just like, that chorus is so catchy, it makes you just want to get up and chant along with Billy Joe. I heard a lot of people complain about that TikTok line, but I mean honestly, living in the modern world, like as this album is coming out, I think it's pretty relevant, but in 10 or 20 years it probably won't be. Also that line, we're pedophiles for the American dream, I don't know what the hell that means. Whatever. And that guitar riff coming back in. I always really like it when Green Day does guitar solos, because I feel like they don't do them as often as a couple, you know, of some other bands, but it's always a treat whenever we get a Green Day guitar solo. This is the best line coming up right here. I mean, come on, that's just a perfect, like, summarization of America. Kiss me, I'm dead inside, who needs suicide when the American dream is killing me. Yeah, that's the title track, American Dream is Killing Me. If there's one thing I'm not looking forward to in 2024, it's the election coming up this year, the presidential election, because, I mean, I'm a fan of Green Day, so you guys can probably guess what side of the spectrum I lean on. But even not taking that into account, I mean, either way, the elections this year, they're gonna be extremely fucking messy. I'm really not looking forward to that. And it's appropriate that this is coming out during an election year, similarly to Revolution Radio. And I guess Father of All came out during an election year as well, but we're not talking about that. But yeah, American Dream is Killing Me, I think, is like the perfect anthem going into the year, because no matter what, the outcome of the election this year is going to be really messy. I'm not looking forward to it. But go ahead, go out and vote, because voting is important. That's how you become a good citizen. Anyway, the next track, the second track, Look Ma, No Brains, which is the second single to come from Saviors. And in my opinion, out of the 3 singles that I listened to, this one is my favorite. It's fast, it's punchy, and the lyrics are all about hating yourself, which, trust me, I'm a big fan of Green Day saying, you know, getting all political and doing their political songs, but I think Green Day is at their best whenever they're doing their self-deprecating lyrics. I love this pre-chorus that they do. It's just so good each time they go into it. I love it. Now that bass line going into the chorus. I just love the way that this sounds. It was like at this moment when I realized that like this is a banger. I think this is what you would call the bridge, this part, which I really dig as well. Suicide. See, that's weird. The first 2 tracks I mentioned suicide. I know that this album is supposed to deal with some heavy-hitting themes, so that's interesting to notice. And we got the chorus one last time. Yeah, dude, I love this song. Yeah, that's, you guys see what I mean, like, obviously I'm cutting this up for YouTube, but that song's only 2 minutes long, and yeah, I don't know, I mean, part of me does wish it was just a little bit longer, because whenever this song came out as a single, it was just on repeat. I probably listened to it 100 times, just looping back, you know, again and again. And yeah, I don't know what it is. I think Green Day, being a punk band, their self-deprecating lyrics, just, I don't know. The point is, the first 2 tracks on this album I can really relate to, in terms of not liking the political landscape and, of course, thinking that I'm stupid. But anyway, with that being said, we can get into track number 3, which is Bobby Socks. A couple of the songs on this album has some very weird titles, and yeah, this is the first new one. I am going to pull up the Genius lyrics for all these songs, so that way I can follow along. Got a very chill start. Oh, that's sweet. Ooh. That ooh sounds like a Father of All type thing, which in my opinion is not a bad thing, but ooh. Make our dead friends blush, that's funny. Okay, I can dig this. Ooh. Oh wow, I really like this bridge. Aw, dude. That's awesome. I love the guitar solos. I love how many we're getting right now. Mike Dern on bass, man. It's always gonna sound great, no matter what song you're listening to. Dude. I don't know what it is, but whenever they go into the chorus, it sounds great. You know, same deal as Look Ma, No Brains. This is such a sweet song. It's a nice change of pace. Got a pretty long outro here, which personally I'm a huge fan of. I like longer outros like this with guitar feedback and everything. Alright, that was track 3, Bobby Socks, and it makes me wonder, because I assume Billy Joe wrote the lyrics for all these songs. It makes me wonder what he went through in life to write a song like that, because that is, like, very much the epitome of, like, young love, or, like, falling in love, like, for the first time. It has, like, that type of vibe to it. Like a summery type vibe, which is kind of a shame that this is releasing in January, because that screams summertime hit to me. I don't know, they probably aren't going to be releasing any more singles from this album, but I mean, that one kind of has potential in my opinion. I really like that song. Okay, track number 4, One-Eyed Bastard. This is the final single that they released from this album, and I've been avoiding this song like the plague because I was talking to my friend Jack about this, who introduced me to Green Day, and he said 4 singles is a bit too much. 3 I can stand, but that extra one probably not necessary. And I honestly took that to heart. I was like, you know what, he kind of has a point. So I haven't listened to this song yet, and it's been out for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And all I know about this song is that the demo for it leaked early last year, I think, and it is a Father of All leftover, so it makes me very interested to hear this track. And that's one thing I will say about Bobby Sox. It has, I get like roots of Father of All in it, which is very interesting, but I don't know, it just sounds bigger, it just sounds better overall, so I don't know. Ooh, I think I've actually heard this before. I'm making an offer that you cannot deny. You won't be laughing when I'm making you cry. You son of a bitch, you're gonna beg and cower. Ooh. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh, bada bing, bada boom. That's, ooh, okay. I dig this. This is cool. That's a bit too on the nose. Bada boom. Ooh, that riff is so good. I've never heard anything like this from Green Day. This is really cool. That's so funny. I've seen people comment in the Green Day subreddit, bada bing, bada boo woo woo, and I get it now. Yeah, oh man, what a great, like, sinister sounding song. This is really good. Okay, that was track 4, One-Eyed Bastard. That I dig that. I mean, it sounds different coming from Green Day, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like that. I can picture myself driving down the highway to that song, just blasting it. Actually, all these songs so far, anyway. But anyway, moving on to track number 5, Dilemma. This is the 3rd single that they released, and you know, I've heard this one before. And to be honest, the first time I listened to it, I didn't really like it all that much. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good, but I kept seeing people say, "Oh, like this is Green Day's best single in years," and I was like, it's not that good. I still prefer Look Ma No Brains. But the song didn't exactly click for me until maybe like a week ago when it got stuck in my head. And I think the big reason why it took a little bit to grow on me is because the lyrics are all about addiction and, you know, getting out of rehab. And, you know, coming from me, I'm 19, so I would hope that I don't have any experiences with drug addiction or rehab or alcohol addiction, and I don't. But, you know, I can really appreciate this song now that it's been stuck in my head and I've been thinking about the lyrics pretty frequently. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to listening to it again. It's interesting, the track list. We went from American politics to Being Stupid to Being in Love to, you know, a song like One-Eyed Bastard, and now we're gonna get a song called Dilemma, which I mean, we already know what this song is about. It's very, very interesting, but yeah, let's get into it. I do really like this intro of just the chords and Billy's voice. The lyrics for this one are very on the nose, but I think it's necessary for a song that's this, like, honest and vulnerable. This is my favorite lyric from this song. And it's getting weirder. I don't know, I just like that lyric. Strange days are here again and it's getting weirder. I love the "Wah, yeah!" Like I like that vocal inflection that he adds to it. And then this is the best part of the song in my opinion, this bridge. And then again, another guitar solo. I'm a sucker for guitar solos, guys, I'm sorry. And then right back into the chorus. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say about this song that hasn't been said before. And that's it. Okay, it's over. But yeah, as we all know, Billy Joe Armstrong has been in and out of rehab for alcohol. I wouldn't necessarily call it addiction, but, you know, just getting his alcohol under control. And now I know he's completely sober from it. I saw the band perform this on the Howard Stern show. I just watched the video of it last night. So one of the big heavy hitters from this album in terms of lyrical content, and also the music itself is very powerful. Like I said, it's big. Everything with this album feels so big in comparison to Father of All. But anyway, that means that the rest of the songs on this album are all completely new. So going into this completely blind, our next song is 1981. And they actually played this song live. They debuted it like over the summer back in like June or July. So while we haven't heard a studio recording of this song, it's been known for quite a while. That being said, I have not heard the live version, I don't think. So, play. Alright. I like how we're just going right into it as soon as the song starts. Interesting approach here. What big albums were released in 1981? I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but I like Trey going into the drums during the chorus doing the I don't know the term for it. Hey, they got the commies part right though, so there's that. So they mentioned the Cold War in East Berlin in the first verse, and now they mentioned commies and God Bless the End of Times in the second verse, so that's interesting. The song's already almost over. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, okay. What do they call that, a key change? I don't know, but it sounds cool. So far off the album, that is probably my least favorite. I like it, you know, it's the same deal as Look Ma No Brains, where it's short, it's concise, it gets to the point. But yeah, that sounded interesting, but you know, that being said, that is my least favorite so far, but even then, that's better than most of the songs off of Father of All, so we're square there. Alright, track number 7, Goodnight Adeline. This one is 2 minutes 56 seconds, so let's hop into it. Ooh.
Can you feel my pain? My spirit's broken and my face is in the gutter singing Goodnight Adeline. Sooner or later, whatever, whenever. Good night, baby. Let it go.
This is an interesting sounding one. Hey, this is harkening back to Dilemma, this right here, so it's interesting the overarching themes of this album so far. This makes me want to like put a matchup, you know? It has like that swing to it, you know? I like that whatever, whenever. I like that part. Oh, here we go. I think, like, most of the songs we've heard so far have had guitar solos, yeah? Whatever, whenever. What's that one what's that one Katy Perry song? That reminds me of that. Okay, that was an interesting one. They did a lot of guitar solos on Uno, Dos, and Tre, but other than that, the only amount of guitar solos that I can remember off the top of my head anyway, a lot of them were from their debut, 39 Smooth, and for a while it's objectively probably their worst album, but it was my favorite for the longest time just because of all the lyrical content. Yeah, all those guitar solos really remind me of 39 Smooth, which I am a massive, massive fan of. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I liked that one more than 1981. But you know, that's the bad thing about doing first-time reactions on YouTube. I don't have that much to say, fresh off of listening, especially a song like that. But I mean, yeah, it was decent. I liked it. Okay, next track, 3.5 minutes, track number 8, Coma City. Now, the title of this one gets me excited because it reminds me of Murder City from 21st Century Breakdown. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Ooh, this reminds me of Letter Bomb, kinda, like the constant riff here. It's not slowing down. Ooh. Ooh, I like the backing vocals that we're getting in this album, too. Reminds me of Back in the USA a little bit. Ooh, okay. Going back to the boo American politics and society type of thing here. I really dig it, actually. I like this gunshot. I don't know if this is the chorus or pre-chorus, but this part is really cool. Ooh, that guitar in the background. Oh man, this outro is so good. Ooh, and the sound effect. Wow, that was good. Okay, pause. Oh man, that was such a bop, such a vibe, as the cool kids say nowadays. Yeah, no, I think that's the best song I've heard so far, minus the singles. I think I like that. I don't know, Bobby Socks was pretty good, but Coma City, I don't know, I'm gonna have to listen to that one a lot more. I really like that one. Okay, that was really good. Okay, track number 9, Corvette Summer. Now, again, similar to Bobby Socks, I can tell just by the title of this that it's going to be a summertime. This is going to be in my summertime rotation, I think. But then again, I haven't even listened to a single note of it, so let's fix that. Ooh. Okay, this might be a bit early, but I like this better than Coma City already. Oh man, this chorus seems like it'll roll off your tongue so easy. I love this chorus. These verses aren't really hitting that well, but the chorus is. The chorus is great. Take me to urgent care or the record store. That's a good line. Like, I can get around, drop it on my rock and roll. Yeah, that... Ooh. Yeah, that chorus is so good. I love the way that that chorus sounds. Yeah, okay. Around, I can get around, fuck it up with my rock and roll. That sounds so good. Drop the bomb on my rock and roll. Oh man, it's over. Pause. Oh man, that's such a shame. That's such a shame that the verses aren't. Oh man, the verses aren't as good as that chorus. That really sucks. It's just a shame that those verses don't hit. That could have been my favorite song on the album. That sucks. But I can guarantee you guys that the rest of the song will probably grow on me. Okay, track number 10, Suzie Chapstick. Again, weird titles, but whatever. Got Bobby Socks, Suzie Chapstick, Fancy Sauce is the closer track. Yeah, we got a couple of weird ones here. Ooh, okay, this is interesting sounding guitar.
Will I ever see your face again? Not just photos from an Instagram.
Aw, he mentioned that this isn't going to be relevant in 15 years. He mentioned Instagram. He mentioned Instagram. TikTok and Instagram.
Sometimes everything just grows apart outside my window.
Ooh.
Before the sun comes up to shine, it's just another vacant, cold and lonely night. I just wanna be your nobody. Is there any chance
I just want to be your nobody. Is there any chance I can stay? This is such a sad sounding song. It's interesting. That was an interesting one. Okay, pause. Yeah, that was, I don't know, that was probably the saddest song on the album, maybe other than Dilemma. I mean, Dilemma is a whole other animal, but yeah, I mean, Suzie Chapstick, yeah, that's interesting. That's a very kind of melancholic vibe type of song. Track 11, Strange Days Are Here to Stay. This reminds me of my favorite lyric off of Dilemma, Strange Days Are Here Again, and it's getting weirder. But let's hop into Strange Days Are Here to Stay.
We stumble down the avenue like fairy dust and ballyhoo.
Ballyhoo? The hell does that mean? They promised us forever, but we got less.
These are the best of times, twisting and borrowed times. These are the loneliest of times.
Oh, wow.
It's the return of the blob, and Jesus gonna quit his job.
Jesus gonna quit his job, that's funny.
I just lost my sense of humor. Gypsy killing baby boomer now. Strange days are here to stay and play. Strange days are here to stay. Ever since Bowie died, it hasn't been the same. Strange days are here to stay.
I like the message behind that one, because we truly are living in strange times. That's no lie. There's something weird going on with this album so far, and it happened with Corvette Summer, and now it's flipped around with Strange Days Are Here to Stay, where I really like the verses of this song. The verses and the pre-chorus I think are really good, but the choruses just don't hit for me, which is weird because Corvette Summer had the opposite problem where I really liked the chorus. But track number 12, Living in the 20s. Now, it's weird thinking about that because whenever I hear a title like that, I'm thinking of like 1920s Great Gatsby, roaring 20s extravagant rich people parties, but we're actually living in the 20s right now. We are like straight up 4 years into the 2020s, which is so strange to me. Okay. Ooh. I like the way that this guitar sounds.
Another shooting in a supermarket. I spent my money on a bloody soft target. Playing with matches and I'm lighting Colorado. I got my
Ooh.
and I'm blowing the lotto. Congratulations, best of luck and blessings.
Okay, I really like this.
Living in the 20s. Ain't that a kick in the...
Okay, so is this like Bang Bang where he's writing from the point of view of like a mass shooter?
I got a buzz like a murder hornet. I take my media and turn it into
I drink my media and turn it into vomit.
fucking and senseless. It comes with batteries and only speaks in English. Congratulations, best of luck.
See, that lyrics, I got a robot and I'm fucking it senseless, it comes with batteries and it only speaks in English? Like, what? Okay, that's an odd choice, but whatever. Other than that, I dig the rest of this song. Ooh, okay, this is a cool sounding guitar solo. Ooh. I love it when Billy Joe just resorts to screaming lyrics because he doesn't do it that often, but when he does, it sounds really good. Okay, yeah, I really like that one. I was getting a bit worried there after like those past couple tracks didn't really hit me. You know, ever since Coma City, Corvette Summer, Suzie Chapstick, Strange Days Are Here to Stay, those three didn't, I mean, they sounded okay, but they didn't do a whole lot for me. Living in the 20s, dude, that was a certified banger. The only thing that I didn't like about that song was the robot lyric that only speaks English. Maybe there's a layered meaning behind that, but I mean, that lyric is not annotated in Genius, so I don't know. Just sounds like another strange lyric to me, like we're pedophiles for the American dream. Like, what exactly does that mean? But I don't know. The rest of it sounds good. Like that verse that has the robot lyric starts off with, I got a buzz like a murder hornet. I drink my media and turn it into vomit, which I dig that lyric. Those are some good lyrics. Okay, track 13, Father to a Son. Now, they've hyped up this one in interviews. I saw one yesterday where they said that this one took a long time to perfect in the studio, and it's, I think, the band's favorite song off this album. And it makes me wonder, is this Father to a Son in the similar style as Wake Me Up When September Ends, when it's about, where it's about Billy Joe's dad dying whenever he was really young? Or is this Billy Joe talking to his kids? Because I know that one of his kids got in some type of controversy. I forget exactly what it was. I don't remember. This is going to be the longest song on the album so far, so I'm very interested to hear this one. So let me pull up the lyrics and we Pause. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, they did mention that there was a string arrangement in the interview that I saw, but dude, I was not expecting that string arrangement. I didn't realize it was in the song until it hit, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot there's a string arrangement in here. Okay, objectively speaking, that might be the best song on the album. Definitely not my favorite. Just because it's similar to Dilemma in the fact where I can acknowledge that it's a really, really good song, but, you know, Dilemma being about addiction, this one about being a father, I don't relate to either of those things, so the lyrics don't hit as much for me, but what I can say is that the musical composition is superb. You can tell that this had to have been a really personal song for Billy Joe. It's kind of sad to think about, you know, his father died so young, so, like, this song is kind of like him learning how to be a good father to his kids and, like, being there for them, even though he didn't have a father for the majority of his childhood. That's okay. I really, really like that one. Okay, that was a pleasant surprise. Strings in a Green Day song. Has that happened before? It has to have happened before, but I don't know. Okay, track 14, the penultimate track, the title track, actually, Saviors. This one is about 3 minutes long, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. We don't need another bastard, let them scourge and fall. It's like the 50,000th time they mentioned dreaming in this album. That's really interesting. Got all the fiction that's worth believing. Ooh, man. Fuck, I like this one. Wow, okay, pause. That was track 14, the title track, Saviors. I really dug that one. I remember whenever the track list got announced, everyone kind of assumed that Saviors was going to be like the Homecoming or Forever Now of this album, but to my surprise, to everyone's surprise, Fancy Sauce is actually the longest track on the album at 4 minutes, so maybe that'll be the sort of multi-part type of song on this album. Probably not, though. With a song that short, it's probably not going to have that many sections, but let's go ahead and focus on the title track, Saviors. Yeah, I really liked that one. It's so nice after songs like Corvette Summer and Strange Days Are Here to Stay. That one's a very well-rounded song. I liked the chorus and the verse. Verses, what the hell am I talking about? I'm just so excited to get into the last song, so I don't think I'm going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and wrap up this album, Saviors, with the final track, the oddly titled Fancy Sauce.
Take me to the end, called the loony bin, somewhere I can rest my head and take it on the chin, in my solitude. Go, go, falling like a yo-yo, paradise for locals, medicate my sorrow. I'm not crazy, you're the one that's crazy. Everybody's crazy, getting stoned and lazy, as we all die young someday. We all die young someday. Watch the evening news 'cause it's my favorite cartoon.
Oh wow, that's a great lyric. watch the evening news because it's my favorite cartoon.
Everyone's a victim and it makes me wanna puke. I'm so famous, you're the one that's famous. Everybody's famous, stupid and contagious.
Everybody's famous, stupid and contagious. Fuck, man, that's it? Really? Oh, man, I just wanted that to keep going. I didn't want this album to end. That was a... Fuck, man, that was a great listening experience. I really liked that. If there's one thing about Green Day is that they can always nail endings, and oftentimes the closing tracks off of their albums are some of my favorites. That one, not my favorite, or it's definitely not my favorite, but it was interesting. That's not what I was expecting from a closing track. Just in advance to warn you guys, the bad part about doing YouTube reactions is that this is very much a first impressions review. This is not a solidified, my opinion stands as this, it's not going to change. Like, no, of course my opinion is going to change because I just listened to the majority of these songs for the first time. So here's my little mini review. If my opinion changes from this mini review pretty catastrophically, I'll leave a pinned comment or something just letting you guys know my opinion shifts on certain songs. But yeah, it's interesting because this year is the 30th anniversary of Dookie and the 20th anniversary of American Idiot. And it's interesting because Saviors really combines, like, some of the lyrics from Dookie about, you know, like, the self-deprecation, punk rock-ish type lyrics, but it also combines some of the politics from American Idiot and also some of the stuff that's featured in 21st Century Breakdown and Revolution Radio. But the sound of it has tinges of Father of All within it, and it's all a very weird hodgepodge. And then, of course, you have all the personal songs like Dilemma, what is that, Suzie Chapstick, I think, and then Fancy Sauce, which are all kind of about addiction and like being hungover and stuff like that. Or maybe that was Goodnight Adeline, not Suzie Chapstick. I don't know. I need to, again, first impressions. I'm lost here. The middle of the album is pretty lacking, but all the singles are solid. Now that I've listened to One-Eyed Bastard, and that's like the last single, I can say, you know, all 4 singles are really good. Bobby Socks was really good. Coma City was really good. And then the last 4 tracks, Living in the 20s up to Fancy Sauce, those were all pretty solid songs. It doesn't crack their top 5 for me personally, but it's definitely better than Father of All. I can at least say that. And I think this album would have really benefited from a multi-part song, like something in the same vein as Jesus of Suburbia or Forever Now. Yeah, I think this album, man, I would have loved to hear a song like that, but other than that, it's a relatively solid album. I'm not going to give it a rating because, again, this is first impressions, but yeah, that was solid. I'm pleasantly, there were a couple of surprises on here. The string arrangement on Father to His Son, the quick, snappy energy of Living in the 20s, and also, you know, similarly, Look Ma No Brain. Yeah, I really liked all the social commentary in here. Other than lacking in the multi-part song department and fixing some of the lyrics, this is a pretty solid album. Again, standout tracks, all the singles, Bobby Socks, Coma City, and Living in the 20s, Father to His Son, Saviors, and Fancy Sauce. I think those are all worth checking out and listening to. And I'm sure the other songs will grow on me as well, because Green Day is one of those bands, for me anyway, where I really like all of their work. So yeah, that was Saviors. So thank you guys for watching this video. There's going to be a room tour coming out next month, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that concludes my time here, and thanks for watching and listening along to Green Day with me, and I will catch you guys in the room tour video coming out next month. See ya.